Hi Virgo, how you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back, or welcome in general to the new people joining me here on Lucid Suit Tarot. We're going to be doing the Virgo June 2019 tarot reading. It is a general tarot reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what does, let the rest go, okay? Whatever messages come out, they could be about you or the person or people or thing or place that you are dealing with, okay? Take it how it resonates. I have premeditated and shuffled on the cards, so with that, let's just get into it. Virgo. All right, Spirit, I pray that you come into this space and that you connect me with the Virgo collective at this time, so that I may give the best possible messages for their highest good for the month of June 2019. Give me the eyes to see, the ears to hear, clairvoyancy, discernment, compassion, love, humility, wisdom to read, see, hear, feel this message clear for the Virgo collective. Whatever they need to see, hear, feel in order to get them through this month a little bit more smoothly, a little bit more methodically. Make me a clear channel, Spirit. Less of me, more of you. Thank you so much. All right, Virgo, let's get into it. All right, what is the message for Virgo for June 2019? What is the message for Virgo for June 2019? What is the message for the Virgo collective for the month of June 2019? All right, Virgo. So we have, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and Ten of Swords in the reverse. What's the message for Virgo? For the month of June 2019. That's too many, guys. Okay. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Cups. Five of Wands. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. The Emperor. The Lovers in reverse. One more card for Virgo, please. One more card for Virgo. That's two. I want one. Just one more card for Virgo, please. King of Pentacles. Seven of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, Virgo, so we have, as far as the signs go, we have Aries, there's Gemini here. We have, starting the reading, we have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Ending the reading, we have King of Pentacles. So definitely a graduation happening here. I think this is you, Virgo. This month, well, I feel like this goes back a little bit, not just this month. We've been putting in work. Slow, steady work that has come off as somewhat of a disadvantage to us, something that has come off a little bit unserviceable to us, and having to take things slow, because it's what we had to take slow was this healing process. That's what I'm seeing here. We're coming out of a very dark place within ourselves, and it hasn't been easy, but it has been accomplished through an amount of internal work and efforts towards that. What has been gained is a newfound love, I feel, for yourself, and I feel like that's why this Ace of Cups is coming up here. Abundance. Your cup is overflowing with so many emotions because you have sat with yourself long enough to pay attention to what makes you feel certain ways, good, bad, happy, or sad. Okay? You've accepted all of them, and you are looking at them in a new light, in a different light. It's quite beautiful. There might be someone in your life, though, who wants more from you. This relationship that you guys have, it doesn't seem very serious because of you. You are trying to kind of push away anything too serious because you want to stay in control of your emotions. You don't want to give them over to anybody else to put you in that dark place again. You figured out your emotions. You're in control of them. Props. Very good. But you are having a really hard time handing them over to anybody who is trying to... There's a power struggle going on here. It's... They want to, if you're dealing with an Aries, they want to control the whole situation. They have a lot to say about it. And you're just like, no. Because they might be causing a lot of arguing, a lot of combativeness in your life. And it's games. It's games. Petty games that you don't mess with anymore. That's not, you graduated, you don't do that. And I feel like in the process of realizing this and knowing this, you have to turn down what someone else might have thought was a connection, a closer connection than what you feel it is. I feel you being very compassionate and loving in delivering this news. This person doesn't want to hear it. Nope. This person does not want to hear it. But they need to. And I feel like you're going to do it in a very loving and compassionate way because you respect yourself and you love yourself enough to do so. Right? You understand in terms of getting back what you're putting out. You're standing in this King of Pentacles position. There's like another go around with a relationship situation, and you're really taking control of it, and you are weeding out all of the negative, all the petty, all the very familiar things that you've seen in the past. You're recognizing these tendencies immediately, and you are saying no. There's no room for that. Sorry, I don't play those games. You're a great person. You deserve a lot. One day, hopefully, you realize that and you stop acting all crazy. Alright, let's pull some clarifiers. Can you please clarify this Knight of Pentacles in reverse for me? Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting. Ten of Wands in reverse. Queen of Swords. Okay. So could be dealing with a could have been in the past dealing with a Queen of Swords, a Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini woman who had to take on a lot, who, or you were trying to have them take on a lot and they're like, I can't deal with all this, like you have work to do, and so you did it. The other message here is that there is a woman now, it could be this Queen of Swords, who is trying to run shit and put a lot of the heavy weight on you, who is being a great disservice to you. But you're like, you're standing up for yourself and you're saying, no, we're gonna work smarter, not harder. Excuse me. Okay, clarifying the Ten of Swords in reverse is the Knight of Cups in reverse. So yeah, we are done hurting over some fuck boy or fuck girl who was filled with false promises, empty words, who liked the dreaminess of things, who like, you know, to fantasize and be in that kind of emotional world, but didn't really follow through with anything when you did, and that hurt a lot. You're moving away from that. That is coming. The cycle of that hurt and that pain and learning from it is coming to an end, and we're walking away from all that. Can you please clarify this Eight of Swords in reverse? Can you please clarify the Eight of Swords in reverse? King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So again, getting out of our heads of not being enough, getting out of our heads that we are, I'm hearing like, we are the mistakes that we've made. You guys were really hard on yourselves for not doing things right at a certain time in your life. You've been holding that over yourselves for a really long time, and you've been labeling yourself as someone who is not good, someone who is not worthy, someone who is not capable, and you've had a lot of anxiety about never reaching this position in life. And that was brought by this other person who made you feel less than also. But we're coming out of this with the Eight of Swords in reverse. We're coming out of this mindset. We're gaining clarity. Can you please clarify the Ace of Cups for me? Please clarify the Ace of Cups for Virgo. High Priestess. So like I was saying, we're coming out of this mindset, we're coming out of this darkness, this anxiety about not being a certain way or a certain person. We're coming out of that and realizing our worth, and realizing that we are capable of love. And just because someone else tried to say we weren't because X, Y, Z, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, because we're all capable of turning ourselves around, picking ourselves up, taking a good hard look at what we have done wrong, and becoming better next time, right? So our intuition is kicking in and telling us, no, like, you are completely capable of love. You are love. And all you need is yourself. And what you need is to love yourself first and foremost, before you can ever attract something good in your life. So that's the big realization here. It's not about your past person who did all this damage. No, it's about realizing that you're in control of who you decide to be, and where you allow your mind to go, and what you decide to manifest and create through that, right? Intuition's knocking, and it's saying, rise up, because you are more than enough. You are loved, and you are capable of loving someone. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's BS. The only reason why they're doing that is they're projecting their inner feels on you that they haven't even taken time to look at. So they have no place to tell you where you stand in that way. Could be definitely dealing with Aquarius here. But there's hope. Your intuition is telling you to humble yourself, to realize there's hope, to take a time out to be alone, and to just really love yourself in that way. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable enough to let people in, but be vulnerable enough to show your true colors and admit your wrongs from the past, possibly. Yes? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Five of Wands. Someone's on your ass, like hard, I feel like. Like they're just have nothing better to do but make you feel like the bad guy. If you're in a relationship and you're dealing with this, your intuition is telling you, is really, really tugging at your heartstrings right now. Because you know that you're not doing anything wrong, and you know that all you have been doing is trying to be better. So if someone is in your life and that's all you're genuinely trying to do, and they're still coming at you sideways, oof. It says way more about them, Virgo. Way more about them. That's too many cards. They're super hurt on the inside. They're probably fooling around. They're trying to put the attention on you, because I feel like behind closed doors they're acting a fool, unfortunately. And but you recognize the tendencies, you recognize the habits of this very familiar pattern, and you're no. Can you please clarify the Emperor? Thank you. Eight of Cups in the reverse. If they moved in with you, you're telling them to get the fuck out. That's for some of you. You're not who I thought you were. You need to leave. Figure your shit out. I'm not going to have that in my home. I've done a lot of work to clear out that bullshit energy, so please leave. You're standing in your power. You're realizing, again, like I was saying, the familiar tendencies and habits of a toxic relationship, of someone who hasn't learned to love themselves. You know who that is, because you used to be that person. But again, you've done the work to level up. You're standing in your power. You could be dealing with an Aries, but this, I feel like, is you saying, no, I've lived, I've learned, I've grown, I've taken control of my emotions. I can see right through the bullshit. I say what goes. I say what stays. Very intuitive, this Emperor. Knows how to call the shots methodically. He's very wise. There's no bullshitting this person, okay? There's no scaring this person off. This person says who leaves. And that's why we have Eight of Cups in the reverse here. You're staying. You're staying empowered. You're staying and standing in your ground. You're staying and building up a solid foundation for yourself, whether anyone else is in it or not. I feel strongly someone's getting kicked out of a house, a home. Someone might have moved in, but you're like, no, you need to leave, not me, you. Bye. Because you're happy. You're good. You know your worth. You get to stay and continue to know your worth. And continue to receive blessings upon blessings and abundance and more abundance. Can you please clarify the Lovers in reverse? Please clarify the Lovers in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. What did I say? Standing in your ground, standing in your power, recognizing that this is not a good fit, that there is disharmony being put into your home because of a relationship. And you're not going to have it. Can I get some more clarifiers? Lovers. Thank you. Death in the reverse and the Fool card. Yep. Someone else doesn't want this to end. They're going to try to do whatever they can to stay together, to stay in your home, to continue to build a home together. They don't want it to end. They really, really don't. They feel like they're losing control. And I feel like they don't want it to end because they want you necessarily. They don't want to end because they want to stay in control. They might need the place to stay. They feel as though you'll do or give in to anything they say. They see you as a pushover, and they're very mistaken, very, very mistaken, because you will be putting an end to this. They will be moving out. They will be broken up with. They will be told to go until they figure their shit out, if they figure their shit out on time for you, which is not even a worry right now, a thought, because it's time for you to start your new journey in self-love. Can you please clarify this King of Pentacles in reverse? I feel like the Fool has landed on the King of Pentacles in reverse, and it's your new journey within your material abundance because you started loving yourself. You've been more disciplinary on your schedule, mentally, physically, emotionally, and it's put you in this place of a King of Pentacles position. You may get promoted. You may get a chunk of money coming in. You're going to make a good, whatever business decisions are having to be had this month, you're going to make those decisions. Some of them are going to be like, all right, let's just go for it. And it's going to do you a lot of good. What? I have the Lovers in reverse again and the Ace of Wands in reverse. That's not what I want. For some of you, you will be giving them a second chance. Be careful, because for some of you who do decide to give a second chance, they're very fertile at this time. You guys are very fertile at this time. There could be a pregnancy, so be careful of that, especially if you're dealing with this kind of person. For others of you, in the midst of realizing that you are capable of recognizing, this familiarity. You're like, damn, like, I've never done that before. Usually I just keep them around because I feel bad, or I really want it to work and I have low self-esteem, so like I take it on. But this time I didn't do that. I caught that shit early, I pointed it out, and I sent them home. And that's really sparking a fire within you, and it's gonna enable you to make some really good moves, especially as far as business goes. It's looking really good, but you're moving. But first, it takes recognizing this old familiar pattern that you've already been in, that you've already let go of, and shutting that down as quickly as possible, because you've leveled up. You're the King of Pentacles. You're a good man. You know what you deserve. You know how you should be treated. You know how to treat others. And you're not going to let disharmony and someone who wants to dim someone else's light because they can't find their own. You're not going to allow that into your life. You're moving away from that. Some of you might be traveling for business overseas, gaining new knowledge to further your business. Beautiful. Beautiful. Really good stuff. I don't think this month is going to be hard for you at all. Things are going to be very, very clear this month, especially if you've been doing that inner work and finding your inner light and finding that love for yourself and listening to your intuition. Listen to your intuition about this person. This person has a lot of work of their own to do on their inner selves, okay? Alright, let's pull an Enchanted Map Oracle card for you guys. This is something to kind of wrap up this reading. Something that I pray that you guys can kind of listen back on whenever you're feeling in need of a little spiritual guidance. You know, just whatever you're dealing with or going through for this month, that you can kind of listen back to this card to gain some clarity, to help you make your next move on whatever you got going on this month, okay? So this is for Virgo, my sweet Virgo babies, for the month of June 2019. This is for Virgo, for June 2019. I'll spare out. What do we got for Virgo? What's the message for Virgo? Message for Virgo, Spirit. Message for Virgo. Okay, let's see. We got Magic Prayer, but we got it in the reverse. So, let's see. Self-will that goes unchecked can bring difficulties. Reverse, the Magic Prayer card is a sign that you mistakenly believe that your way is the only way. Could the path you're on be leading you to a place of regret, or could you be pursuing something that just isn't good for you? If so, you may be facing a painful lesson, and a lonely one too. Perhaps it is time to pray and meditate on your highest good and the highest good of all. Spirit may have other plans for you. Be assured that they will be better than any you could ever dream up. So again, like I was saying there, I was saying that, you know, all this this inner work of self for you guys has been more in the past, but this could be this month for you guys. You guys could be working on that starting this month. Make sure when you're doing that, if you haven't, if you're about to, that you really take time. It takes time. Healing takes time. Okay? Let go, let God. Alright. Alright, Virgo, if you guys like this reading, please give me a like, a subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks so much again for joining me here on Lucid Suit Tarot. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If you guys want a personal reading, my email will be in the description box below. No, I think that's it. I love you guys. I'll see you in July. All right? Lots of light, lots of love, and namaste.